Good evening, Andy. Can you hear me okay? So, welcome everybody. I'm on a little bit early, just because I want to try and the early bird catches the worm and all that. So, that's good, isn't it? So, just going to do a little bit of limbering up, loosening up now. So, like that, just loosen it up a little bit, just so that there's a lot's going to happen tonight, I reckon. All right, there's a lot's going to happen because I've read the recipe on more than one occasion, and I'm now even more confused than I was before I started reading it. So I think personally, everything should be just fine. So tonight, still got another 40 seconds, 50 seconds to go. I've got to fit it in with all the national TV coverage, you see, because got this 7 o'clock slot, and if I don't fit it in with national TV, people tend to get a bit grumpy. So what we are going to do this evening, though, is we're going to have some fun. And I think it'll be interesting to see what turns up at the oven. I think, it could be very entertaining in actual fact, because there's some pricking involved, which, hey, don't know what that means. So we shall see how this all goes, won't we? So, as it's now the hour, then I think we should probably begin. So, tonight we are going to make chocolate eclairs. Now, because there's a bit of faffing in the oven with them, what we're going to do is we are going to make the mixture, the choux pastry. Okay, we're going to make that first. Good evening, Ghislaine. How are you? Good evening, Francis. We are going to make the choux pastry. Okay, which never ever done before in my life. Didn't even have a dry run of it. I just couldn't. I know, but some of it's jealousy though, isn't it? Some of it's jealousy. I just ran out of time this week to actually have a dry run of it. So I really don't think... Greetings, Ghislaine. I really don't think we're going to be actually having any chocolate eclairs, but we'll give it a go. We will definitely give it a go. So, right, first things first, you need the oven on, okay? 200 degrees to get it there, wound up. No, I like the shine off my head. I like the shine off my head. Anthony, well done on your marathon this morning. Good effort. So, let's get this underway. So, first things first. I need to sift some flour. Okay, so I'm going to slide this round there. And we're going to sift a bit of flour into there. There was some fiff-faff about... putting it on greaseproof paper or something and then putting it somewhere else, but I'm not going to muck around doing that. Life's too short for all of that malarkey. And I mean, what could go wrong? So, there we go. Some sifted plain flour. Okay. So, I'm now the oven's on. It says generously grease a baking tray with butter. Well, I can't lie, our baking trays aren't too special, and I think whether you generally grease them with butter, Mobile 1, Castrol GTX, and lubricated them, I don't think it would matter what lube you used, they ain't going to be non-stick. So I'm going straight onto parchment paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do, follow me around here, follow me around here, follow me around here. See, we have a saucepan. Okay, saucepan, nothing in it at the moment. So, going to put in 240 mils of water, just like that. I've already prepared a pinch of salt. Pinch is an interesting one, isn't it? Because how big actually is a pinch? Pinch, 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 who knows? Who knows? So, what we're going to do, we're now going to heat it gently, apparently, with the deburr. Here's the deburr. Okay, nicely cubed. Nicely cubed. Look, can't beat a bit of cubed butter. Can't get it all out though. Look, there we go. It's all out now. Wooden spoon, apparently. Wooden spoon. So we're going to put that on. And it says gently heat it. So we don't want to be rushing it. Some is good, more is better. It's very true. Very true. That's very true for a lot of things. So this choux pastry malarkey does appear quite simple. But I'm sensing it isn't going to be. Okay? So, I mean, who knew that I ever needed a professional, okay, not amateur, a professional icing set in my life? Who knew? So, the other thing I'm going to do before it starts getting too messy is we are going to put on my apron. So, I'm going to tie it up round the back as well. Don't want it flapping, do we? We don't like flappy bits. We like things to be tight, not flappy. So, it seems like the ring's coming up to temperature now. Look, all seems a bit weird. This does, melting butter in water with a pinch of salt. But look at this. Look, we've got icing nozzles and everything. Look at that. So we're also going to have a go at some profiteroles as well. I'm not sure they're going to end up looking exactly as they should, but hey, because I haven't got a small icing nozzle, so I'm going to have to slice them, and they're going to be like a profiterole sandwich, innit? So, French star nozzle, look at that. Who knew? See? All over it. All over it. So, this doesn't seem to be doing a lot, I'm not going to lie. Let's wang it up and we'll see what's going on. Oh no, it is. It's melting nicely, isn't it? So how's the week gone then? My week's not gone too bad. I've been a bit busy, which is unusual. Some people might say. Some people might say unbelievable. But I have been quite busy. I've almost had enough of working from home. Yeah, that's starting to wear a little bit thin now. As interesting as I am, even I'm getting bored of my own self. So, Chudley, bless him, he has no idea what's going on. He absolutely has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Not that anybody else does either, really. So, the butter is now melting, which is nice. So we'll just keep doing this. So I did done a bit of cycling this week. What else have I done this week? Done a bit of running this morning. Did a bit of running. Did a half marathon this morning. That was quite nice. Weather was nice for it. Nice temperature. Nice temperature for that. So, this does look very wet. I'm not going to lie. It looks very wet. So, we're all getting very technical now because I've had to move my recipe, and that's only going to end in disaster, I feel. But you can't have everything. So it says, don't let the water boil and begin to evaporate. And then it says, quickly bring the mixture to the boil. What does that mean? What does that mean? You know. So all my butter's nearly gone. It's now nearly all gone into the water and the pinch of salt, which is nice. So we now need to quickly bring it to the boil, I think, anyway. Well, that's what I'm going to do. That's definitely what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly bring it to the boil. Evening, Sue. Good evening. Evening, Paulie. Evening, Paulie. Glad you could join us again. Melt it, then quick boil. Don't worry about being late, Paulie. Don't worry. The main thing is you're here now. Main thing is you're here now. That's the important thing. I appreciate that I'm in competition with another Disney film again. But I started to watch it, and I'm considerably better than that one that's on. So I got myself into the mood. I listened to some Lion King music before I started my chefing tonight. So remember what I said? I am available. I am available. Don't worry, Sue, about being late. It's just nice to have you along for the ride. So I was listening to a bit of Lion King, Circle of Life. Yep, just gets me into the mood. You know, you can't beat a bit of Lion King. Went to my first ever West End show and watched the Lion King. Yep. You're all learning so much about me. So I need to bring it to the boil quickly. Then, which I think that's now doing. Yeah, that's definitely doing. Crikey, that's definitely happening now. Right, let's get that off of there. Let's remove that from the heat. We'll put that over there. We'll spin that round a little bit more. Then it says, dump in. I'm just going to check I've got this right now. Dump in all the flour. And then it says, beat furiously. The only trouble is it's all coming out. I'm beating furiously. I can't help thinking this looks more like semolina than pastry. So I'm beating furiously. What does it say then? The mixture will look messy. You're not wrong. I think mashed potatoes probably a closer thing to go with. Do you know what? I don't reckon that's looking too bad from the pictures that I've seen, if I'm being honest. The pictures that I've seen look very similar to that. I'm just really lucky that we're going to put some egg in it. Right, so I've beat that furiously. Crikey. Right, okay, we're gonna put that back on the heat, but we're gonna turn it down a little bit, I reckon, and just allow the dough to cook. Apparently, we're just gonna let it cook. Just gonna let it cook. That's definitely cooking. Some might say burning, but that'll just give it a bit of colour, won't it? So just for about a minute. I would say that was coming away from the sides. Yeah, that's definitely coming away from the sides. Yeah, right, let's take that off of there now. How's that look? Look about right? Anybody know? Back on the heat now. You have to take. Yeah, we've done all that. Yeah, all over that. That look about right? Look at that. I reckon that's all right, isn't it? Looks a bit like mashed potato, but that's okay. We don't mind a bit of mash, do we? Right, we're now going to swing this back round here. Look, and it says put it in a glass bowl and allow it to cool. So we're going to get that in a glass bowl and we're going to allow that to cool. There we go. Right, okay. Okay, excellent. Excellent. So, we now have that. That's going to just cool somewhere now. Look at that, that's going to cool. I'll put it over in the windowsill, look. There you go, cool in the windowsill. Right, next. 6 eggs. 6 eggs, 4 eggs even. Hey, nearly got that wrong, didn't we? Evening, Delma. Glad you could join us. Put it on a tray, spread it out. It's quick. Oh, I can't do that. Oh. I'm gonna do my eggs. My little evening, Steve. My little pixie friend's gonna do the difficult bit. I just do the easy stuff because I've realised, not that I've watched. No, but the radiator's not on, Andy. Don't panic. The radiator's not on. I've watched a couple of chefing videos to get some ideas, and they genuinely don't have a clue. So I'm winging it as per usual. Just remember, I am available for any catering you might like doing. Oh, a bit of shell in there now. We better dig that out. Oh, there's more shell in there now. Right, let's dig that out. Right, we're just doing a bit of shell digging at the moment, which is nice, isn't it? Right, we've done a bit of shell digging. So, look at this. Look at that. Give me a bit of crisp though, wouldn't it, if we get some shell in it? We get a bit of shell in it. Nothing wrong with a bit of shell. So, we need some ideas for next week as well. So give us some good ideas. Just need some ideas, don't we? So I'm going to whisk it. Oh, where's my recipe? Oh, now this is gone. Look. See, need my recipe back now. So I'm going to beat the eggs. Look at this. Beautiful wrist action. Amazing wrist action. Oh, that's just come out of the bowl now. That's not gone well, has it? I got a bit giddy, you see. My wrist action was a little bit strong. So, yeah, Pixie's just moved it off the windowsill and spread it out onto some parchment paper. Do we need to see? We need to see that, don't we? We need to see that, don't we? Bread? What do I want bread for? There we go, look. See, look. There we go, on there. That's now spread out there, look. Will it go back on the windowsill? Yes, it will. And if I open the window, there we go. We've even opened the window now, look. So I'm whisking away. Still whisking. Yeah, still whisking. Which is nice, isn't it? Which is nice. So, bread for next week. Oh, I don't know if we want bread. Oh dear. I've never made anything that I've made here, so it's all a bit irrelevant really. There's no point me saying I've never made bread before, because that is all a little bit irrelevant. I've never made any of the stuff I make. So it's all straight off the cuff. Who knew, eh? Who knew it could be this exciting, watching some idiot try and cook on a Saturday night? So I reckon they've beaten enough now. Oh, crikey, that was nearly over the edge again. So I'm beating the eggs, still beating the eggs. That hasn't cooled down yet. I'm still beating the eggs. The eggs are still being beaten. It all needs to go back in the bowl again. So, there we go, we're beating the eggs, look. There we go, look at that. So we're beating eggs, okay? What you don't want them to be too claggy off your whisk, alright? You don't want them to be claggy. You know, you just want them to be just a bit like that, really. Just see it to come off the whisk, look. See it? It just comes off the whisk. Okay? You don't want to beat it much more than that. We're not making meringue. Alright? So, you just keep going like that. There we go. I'm not holding it above my head because that's going to get awfully messy awfully quickly. And the reason we're going to let the pastry cool down is that we could also... Oh, Mel's got a lot to learn, hasn't she, Paulie? Mel's got a lot to learn. So, we're going to leave that to cool down for a bit longer. Okay, I'm now... Oh, crikey, we're running out of space here. I need to build myself a bigger kitchen. Got my first away day planned. Classic Victoria sponge. We could do, actually, because... Yeah, the last one I made of them didn't go very well. I did a bit of cooking with a couple of children. I did it online. I did a Zoom meeting, and they made a Victoria sponge, and I made a Victoria sponge, and theirs was absolutely perfect, and mine was like just this pancake. So maybe we could do a classic Vicky sponge. We could do. Let's see how we get on with that. So, the cream. Let's move on to the cream. Oh no, where's the cream recipe gone? Where's the cream recipe gone? The cream recipe's gone. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Right, so we're going to use 5 teaspoons of caster sugar. Caster sugar, icing sugar, it's all the same stuff, isn't it? Isn't it? Apparently. Maybe. Possibly not. So, yes, Holly and Nathan's Victoria sponge was considerably better than mine. But I think I hid it well. I think I hid it well, my disaster. I possibly haven't hid it well now, though, because I know they're watching. So, that's definitely not been bish bash bosh, is it? So, right, I need some cream. My stunted friend is going to bring my cream. I could be wearing it, but hey ho. And I'm going to make up 400ml of cream. Okay, these are 300ml, so that gets confusing, doesn't it? So we'll put 300 in there, like that. One's done. There we go. There's one done. We are going to then put another 100 in. There's 100. There's 100. That one can go back in the fridge. Thank you very much. We now want. So let's get that in the bowl. Like that. We like making a bit of cream, don't we? Can't beat a bit of cream. It said a bit of vanilla extract. I still haven't got any proper vanilla extract, so Madagascan vanilla extract in there. And then it says, oh, look at that. Perfectly engineered, that is. The sieves just off the cream. Just off the cream. Now, 5 teaspoons, so we're going to go with 10 because I've doubled everything up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So we're going to... crikey, that gets everywhere, doesn't it? So we're going to sieve that into there, look. Which is nice. But, oh, crikey, that's very dusty. That's some ropey old stuff, that is. Then finger the little bits. That's it. Finger the little bits. I think we're done with that now. I'm going to check the sell bar on that because that's all a bit dusty, isn't it? Oh, that's fine. Yeah. It's within a year. I didn't say which year, though, did I? Right, so now we need the magic whisk. The magic whisk. So this is what they basically call Chantilly cream, isn't it? So you can spend loads of money on Chantilly cream. Yeah, I know, it does look a bit like that, doesn't it? Love a bit of Chantilly cream. So, never really made it before. I just make... Oh, crikey, it's all got a bit... I just normally make a mess, someone's just said. I think that's jealousy, to be honest. So, good evening, Berrien, how are you? So, we're now going to whisk this up. Oh, I've just been asked, can I mix it in before I go straight in, no kissing, apparently. I don't know why. I can't imagine why that is. I normally don't make a mess, which is a bit weird. So, there we go. Look. So that's got all the white powder in it now. There's a spoon. Have a spoon. So now, magic whisk. Here we go. So we're going to keep it whisking. No, I don't mess around with 240 volts. That's all a bit dangerous, isn't it? That can hurt you. So, we're going whisky, whisk, whisk. I've got my first order as well. I've got my first order in. Yeah. Somebody for a birthday wants a toffee and walnut roulade. So all over that. All over that. Da 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 da. Very exciting. The oven's up to temperature. Ta-da! Now then, I don't really want this too thick, I don't reckon. Because I reckon if it's too thick, it'll all go a bit Pete Tong. So, as the whiskers just started to slow down, I reckon that'll do. Now the dog's barking. Dog's had enough. Dog's barking now. That's perfect, isn't it? That's all you want, isn't it? That's always good when it happens in a Zoom meeting as well. So if we could wash those, please, Chef. So we now have some Chantilly cream. Look at that. Nice little bowl of Chantilly cream. Very nice. We've got a bit of overspray going on, but that's kind of a bit of a feature, really, isn't it? We'll just... That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Don't worry, Nicola. You haven't missed the exciting bit yet, because we're just cooling the choux pastry in the windowsill, and we're heading back for some more excitement very shortly. So, get me bowl back. My bowl's now back. Okay. I need me whiskey things though. My whiskey things are making their way. Oh, service is a bit slow tonight. I know. Service is a little bit slow. Just need me whiskey things really. So, we're now going to take... Yeah, that's cooled nicely. Look at that. Look at that. So, don't quite know what I'm going to do with it now, but... So we're gonna put that all into a nice ball like that. Try not to get any parchment paper with it. Not that it'll probably make a lot of difference to how they taste. So let's get... All I've really done is move that around on the parchment paper. So there we go. So there's that. There we go. More rubbish. So, now, we're back to some more exciting stuff again now. The whiskey's back again. Okay. So, now, what we're going to do now, the eggs are combined. Okay. We've now got to add a little. Now, you may not use all of the egg. Okay, you may not use all of the egg. Okay, so what we're going to do, slowly, I've never done anything slowly, so we're going to put a little bit of that in there, look. Not all the egg though, not all the egg. And we're going to mix it with a whisk. It says I can use a whisk. It says I can use a whisk, and Paul Hollywood knows what he's doing apparently. Electric whisk, here we go. Oh, look at this. There we go. I think that might need a little bit more in it. I don't see that going through me nozzle very well, if I'm being honest. No, that ain't going to make it through me nozzle, is it? So we'll put a little bit more in. But we may not need it all, though. We may not need it all. The old whiskey's struggling now. I still reckon that's a bit thick though. Yeah, the old whiskey's still definitely struggling. Crikey, look at the whisk! It says it should fall from the spoon when lightly shaken. So we'll put a little bit more. I don't think that's very good, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to mix it in by hand now, so I can get a bit more paste-like. Plop off the spoon, is it? A bit more wristy. I'll give it a shake as well, because apparently everybody shakes it. So I just don't see that piping, if I'm being honest. But I may be wrong. Yeah, see, that's not lightly falling off the spoon. Bit more egg. Bit more egg. Oh. It's quite funny. I've got two chefs watching me, and they're being very helpful. But the thing is, I think they're picking a lot of tips up as well. I think they're picking a lot of tips up. Crikey, it looks like pasta parcels now. So it wants to be moist, but not too moist. We're running out of egg. What do you reckon of that? Yeah. More egg. Oh, we just stuff it all. There you go. It's all in now. It's all in. Oh. We may need another one in a minute. It goes all really slippery at the beginning. Goes all slippy slidey at the beginning, but then doesn't fall off very well when you've mixed it. So I don't quite know what's going on there. We may just have to wing it. We may just have to wing it and see. Is that a bit more like it, do you think? Don't all speak at once. Crikey, the pressure I'm under here, you have no idea. No, not too late, all the eggs in. You worry too much. You chefy people, you worry too much. Yeah, see, I reckon... What do you reckon to that? Do you reckon that's about right? It does look a bit omelette-like, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Oh, dear. Right, I reckon that'll do, because I've run out of egg. And if I've run out of egg and everybody's shouting at me to be no more egg, and I've run out of egg, then that must be all right. Mustn't it? So, we've got another new excitement coming very, very shortly to your screens. It's, I don't know why I cleaned the spoon off, because I've got to get it in a piping bag yet. Which is going to be a disaster. Disaster, darling. So, right, let's eject those. Pass those over to Pixie. So, we'll disconnect that, because I don't need that anymore now. I've had enough of that. The whiskey thing. So, baking trays. Baking trays. Oh, let's go with another one. That one's not too special. Oh, heck. Okay. Oh, crikey, tripped over the dog. Every kitchen should have a dog in it. The dog is definitely entertained. He's so bored. Oh, lordy, lordy. Now the dog's licking the carpet, which is nice. Look at this, look. Your dog's watching TV. Look at this, look. Get a jug. Get a jug. The dog's still licking the carpet, which is nice. Right, look at this. Who knew you could... Hello. So, right, let's get this done, shall we? Let's not muck around anymore. You've had enough of me mucking around with, and now going to get very serious now. Look at that. That's gone straight in. No kissing, that has. I couldn't find a bigger piping bag. It's the biggest one I could find. So they're going to go in. Oh look. Oh look. See, I do reckon that ain't bad actually. I do reckon that ain't bad. I would like to remind everybody, especially the other chefs, I'm not a chef. Never have been. But I think I could be forging a new career. Maybe I could become an assessor in assessing chefs, opposed to assessing engineering students. Oh, this is getting... There we go, we're there now. Look at that. So now I'm gonna... Oh, this isn't gonna go well, is it? Oh, look at this. I think I could have possibly got a slightly smaller piping bag. Who knew? Right, now then. Right, so now we're going to make some little... I don't know if they grow or not, I have no idea. So, never used a piping bag before either, so here we go. Oh, that was a bit close to the other ones, that one. We could have some joint efforts going on here. So there's 6. So it's all gone a bit peaked on, isn't it? Look at this. French star nozzle, you know. Now some little ones as well. There we go. So there's my first ones. Little yummy, aren't they? Yeah, look at that. Right, next. Right, so next. So we're going to go with some more now. Oh, jeez, I had an airlock in that one. I'm nearly run out of this stuff now, this goo now. Crikey. Oh, that's nearly gone now. We'll move on to profiteroles now. We'll move on to profiteroles. Because I got another... This is one I prepared earlier, look. This is one I prepared earlier. So... Well, this one's got a wonky nozzle on it. So we'll go with some more. I might, where's my icing bag? There's my icing bag. I might get my Pixie to open my icing bag up because we might go with a bit more. Oh, heck. I've used all the jugs, Paula. All the jugs are gone. Oh, we now have an assistant. Oh dear Lord. Don't tap it, Paula, you tap all the air out. Did I tell you to tap it? Crikey. Don't get rude, Paula. There's no need. So, absolutely no idea what's going to happen here. I genuinely haven't. Some people may have a rough idea. I definitely don't. Well done, Paula, says Nicola.
Thanks, Nicola.
Crikey, I just keep putting it from one thing to the other, look. Right, we've got a little bit more to go. And we'll get all those little bits out. Get those little bits out. And then we'll get this in the piping bag. And we'll have another go. We'll have a go. Oh, it's all oozing out the bottom, look. That's Paula that is getting involved. Right, so another baking tray now. Oh, there might be some on the floor actually, Chudley. Another baking tray. So now we're just going to make some profiteroles. Or they could be macaroons, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that one's got some air in it, look. Oh, that just blobbed down. Wasn't very good, was it? There's nothing like having even profiteroles. And this is nothing like having even profiteroles. Look at that, just enough, look. Just enough. Perfect. Perfect. So, rude Chef Rob. It's not rude Chef Rob. It's not rude Chef Rob, honestly it's not. So, right, now, there's me profiteroles. Here's me Eclairs. And there's some other stuff going on there as well. I'm not really sure what's going on there. So, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake in the oven. Oh, it does say, it now says sprinkle some water on it. How can I do that now? Oh, it'll be fine, won't it? And now I'm going to go in the oven for 15 minutes. Oh. Right, so they've now maybe I should have splashed some water on them. But I mean, what can go wrong? Hey, what can go wrong? So we got all that difficult bit done now. We've made a bit of a mess. So the question is, should I take them back out and splash some water on the thingy bob? That's the question. I'm asking chefs now. I think the answer is yes, isn't it? Oh no, I don't know what to do now. I'm in a bit of a predicament. I don't know what to do. Oh, they'll be fine, won't them? Want them? Oh no. Yeah, let's get them back out quickly. Let's get them back out quickly. So, right. So if you imagine that I'm now just going to wet hand and flick it. What are we talking about now? Oh, there you go. Flick that one, so that one can go back in. And I reckon this generates a bit of moisture, doesn't it? I reckon. Oh Jesus! I used to do this when I was baptising children. Yeah, we used to do this a lot when I was member of the cloth. My biscuits are going back in. Crikey, they all nearly slid off then. That wasn't very good. Right, they're going back in now, and now I'm going to set the timer, or the smoke alarm. Probably the smoke alarm, to be honest. That's probably what it's more going to be like. Right, so being an engineer, what would have stopped me putting a little ramekin of water in there as well? Would that have been alright? Would that have been okay? Who knows? So they're now going to sit in there for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to turn the oven down to 170, and then I'm going to bake them for another 10 minutes. Okay, so what probably the best thing to do is if you come back and join me in about 22 minutes, you will be, before your very eyes, be able to watch the disaster unfold. Okay? So, we will see you all again very, very soon. Thank you very much for joining me on this chocolate eclair spectacular. I don't think I'm going to melt the chocolate just yet, if I'm being honest. I don't think I am. I think my eclairs may also be a little bit thin, so I could end up putting 2 together. So, whereas I was going to make 7 or 8 eclairs, maybe we're only going to have 4. But, hey, who cares? So, thank you all very much for watching, and please do come back soon, and say about 20 minutes, 22, 25 minutes, something like that. We'll see you all back again. Thank you all for watching. Bye for now.